Hello again, everybody. This is Inconsistent. I'm going to be doing another replay of myself against the Zerg here, as you can see. On a bit of a side note, if you would like a replay of yourself critiqued and or shoutcasted, I would be more than happy to do that. Just send me a link to the replay and a little bit of information about yourself on it, such as what division you're in. I don't want to have any too boring of a game, such as just a big long 20-minute macro match. It's not real great to shoutcast. I can critique you on it, give you a few notes if you like, but don't expect anything too crazy on that. I can give some pretty good overall ideas and things you may have problems with or to work on. What I'm going to be showing here is another early pulling Zerg and what to do for defense on it. It's particularly good on this map because it's a good short rush distance, and with it being a two-player map, he's going to know where I'm at, and there's no questioning of where to go or anything, so it's going to be extremely effective if you don't have proper defenses set up right away. I go ahead and send my scout here on the 9 pylon. I do that every time on the ladder now, just to help fend off attacks such as what's coming here. My timings are pretty slim now on defense, and that's exactly what you want. You want to get as much of a lead as you can and not, fall to anything crazy. He tries to deny my scout here and just keep any information from me that he can, but as you can see, he was just a little bit too late on it, and I'm able to see the pool going up. Now, this is just critical information. That's all I really needed to know when I went up, is if the pool is making or not. So I go ahead and drop a gate pretty much every time now. I've also been dropping another gate so that I can make just a ton of zealots. If you make zealots constantly out of those warp gates, it's going to be more than Zerglings he can make to kill you. And just try to get your wall as quickly as you can right away. I didn't know if one zealot was going to block that right there or not, so I go ahead and opt for the more secure wall and I'm making a pylon and then building a zealot here. I know that I'm not going to have any problem with a little slip through like General here recently on the GSL, and I just want to be absolutely sure that what I'm doing isn't going to fail. And as you can see here on the Harvester, I will continue to go up. Just keep making probes, keep making zealots. That's all you need to do here early until he stops making Zerglings and sending them at you. I faced a few Zergs where they make billion Zerglings and just don't stop. It can be tough to deal with. You just keep making zealots and you'll win the game. With him coming up here, 6 Zerglings against 1 Zealot, I'm not going to win, so I just back up into my little hall here, and he's not going to be able to attack into that because I'll kill all those Zerglings. So he attacks whatever he has to here, which is just his pylon, so I delay that as long as possible until the shield is gone on it, until I come out and attack. And then with him attacking the Zealot right there, I try to plan it so another one's going to be out around when it's dying, just like right there. And with the other Zealot popping out, he's not going to be able to kill that Zealot with those Zerglings, because with a couple of them low HP and a hit already in them, they're going to die real easy to one Zealot. It takes about 3 or 4 Zerglings to kill a Zealot, depending on your micro. So that's a losing battle already right there. As you can see on the Harvester count here, he is just falling behind. Econ's falling behind massively, and he's going to be having fewer and fewer options for game plan here as it goes along. I think the correct response here, when you see a Protoss doing this and you're the Zerg in this position, just make a bunch of Harvesters, because you're going to need the Econ, and you're going to be massively behind if you can't go in there and do any damage. Just wall off right here with Zealots and just keep him from getting anything in my base. I didn't quite spot this soon enough, but he doesn't get the rocks down, so it's not too big of an issue. On this map, killing the rocks is obviously going to be really good because it gives another entrance to the base, and he needs a way in to do damage right now because he's so far behind. He's trying to do whatever he can. He can't go in the front with those units, so he may as well just kill the rocks. It's just making use of them right now, since they're not doing anything but standing there. He's still trying to get this in there to get any information as to what I'm doing, but I'm just continuing to block it with the Zealots on the ramp and just trying to kill those right now. I kind of look around to see if I can find the pack of Zerglings around. Just make sure there's nothing in here, so that when you leave, no Zerglings rather, just run by in your base and just ransack everything. That wouldn't be good at all. So I do remember those rocks here finally. And we go over and put a pylon, and I see he's there, so I send the Zergling, or the Zealot that's already over here to deal with it. And he has pretty good micro here, and I wasn't paying attention, and he ends up just losing like 1 wing. It's extremely good for him there. I know that's still there though, so we will go ahead and just deal with it accordingly. I don't think he has any more Zerglings at this point, because if he did, he'd probably show them or jump all my Zealots when they come out here. So I try to hug the wall right here. If I can do that, I can kill a massive amount of Zerglings there. But he doesn't have anything right away, so we just go around, surround that. He wasn't quite paying attention to it right away, and I just kill him off. And then we're going to go ahead and poke and see what he's doing, because I can't just sit behind and let him macro up. I can still lose this right now. I do have a very good advantage, but you just need to keep making gateways so that way you can deal with whatever units he's going to be dishing out. I don't know at this point if he's going a Baneling bust or Roaches. Both are good follow-up. I would say Roach is probably a little bit better here. The Baneling bust is going to be pretty hard, as I've walled all this in pretty hard, so going down through that, it's just not going to happen. He would have to come up through here, but I'm going to have some Zealots blocking him if I see it's coming up, and he'll just kind of waste, 2 to 3 Banelings on a Zealot, and that's just not going to be a very good trade-off at all. So we just continue to drop gates, and I go ahead up to a 4 gate pretty much every time now. You could put out a lot of units and just do a ton of damage. It's extremely good on this map because you can block the ramp, and he's not going to be able to produce enough units off of one hatch to kill you. So you just need to kill the initial rush of units he's going to have, and then keep any more reinforcements coming from his main up here. Even if he has a queen constantly spitting larvae onto this hatch, he can't produce enough stuff that's coming out of the fort yet to stop it. I have just a great pushing time here. The spike crawler isn't up yet. If it would have been up, it would have been a lot different. And then I see the Baneling, so we just continue to run out. I'm still sending just a few Zealots back here to attack that and take as little damage as possible. Ends up killing about 3 Zealots, but that's a pretty good trade-off for the amount of Banelings he had. It was extremely cost-efficient for me to do that. I decided to kill a couple Overlords here to send him into red food, so he's not going to be making anything extra. And just give myself the greatest percentage chance to win as possible. I want to kill the queen right away because the spit larva on it just like that, and I want to keep the amount of use he can produce down to a minimum. So he just continues to have the flood of Zerglings coming out. And right now, not so good. I know he's not going to get a lot more Zerglings out. Go ahead and back up right here to where he can't get very much surface area. You can only get about half the normal Zerglings attacking with Stalkers as possible, so only 1 Stalker dies, which is a great trade-off for me. I have the Zealots come up, and now I'm stabilized. I'm going to be able to just push him through here and go ahead and end this game. Pretty much every game I've been doing now, 4 gate right on the follow-up of that has been extremely potent because I already have 5 or 6 Zealots out, and then when you warp in, 4 Stalkers with that, and then boost the gates, because you're going to have a little bit of extra money, and then get more Zealots out, you're going to be doing excellent, because you're going to have a ton of units. He's not really going to be able to do anything against it. I still have the spotter pylon here, and you'll see why saving these rocks are extremely crucial now. If these would have been down, he would have been able to counterattack really easily, and I might have been in some trouble here. But we kept the rocks up, so he's just not going to be able to do anything now. He's in pretty much a no-win situation unless I just give him units and don't even attack. I have this also walled off. I put 2 there in case I don't know he's going to have some Banelings coming or something. So I can just try to defend against anything imaginable. And then we go up here, kill the hatch, and just proceed on up. I know that he can't produce enough off that hatch now since he is making Banelings to kill me. He does send another little pack in over here. I'm a little slow on the micro back, but he doesn't kill enough units there. We're just in great position to win the game. Not really a lot he can do to stop this. And as you can see here, he's not real happy about it. That was a little bit of shit talking to the defense. But I'm okay with that, being as he's doing what every other Zerg's doing on the ladder, and I just come up with an appropriate response that's giving me a very high win percentage. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this game, and again, if you want to replay, commentate it, or shoutcast it, please just send me a link, PM it, post it on my blog thread, whatever you want, and just give me a little bit of general information about yourself, and I'll be more than happy to do it. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I'm going to be doing some replays, probably against Protoss against this next. A lot of Protoss games just come down to 4 gating and or Colossal, and I'll show you how to try to get ahead on that and put yourself in good position to win. Thanks for watching, guys.